Hey everyone, that was a Triplet 251 in the key of D. I'll go through the notes slowly so that you can pick them out, and then I'll just describe the kind of theory and stuff afterwards. So I started here on an E flat with my little finger on the A string, 6th fret. And that moves up a semitone, like that. D string, 5th fret, and then we're on the 4th fret on the G string, 7th fret, still G string, back to the 4th fret, up a semitone, up another semitone, so far. That in itself is a common phrase used a lot. It's worth looking at that phrase in different areas of the fingerboard, because it's really common in all types of jazz music. And it's often used as a kind of E minor sound, going to an A7. Okay, and from after this note, the line continues. B string on the 5th fret. Then we're on to the top string. 3rd fret, 7th fret, 6th fret, 5th fret. So. And again. Okay, and then on the descending part we're on to the B string on the 8th fret. We're going to go down chromatically 4 notes. Okay, and then we're on to the G string, 6th fret, to the 5th fret. Just those 2 notes. Then we're on to the 8th fret on the D string, down a semitone, and then to the 5th fret, to the D string, okay, and then we're onto the A string, which is the E note, the 4th fret, which is the D flat, which then goes up to the D at the end. So the whole thing slowly. And again, but slower. Okay, so on to the theory side of it all. The opening part I'm thinking of as being just an E minor, E minor 7. Now the first note is kind of an approach note. You don't have to play that. You can start here on the E. But I kind of like lines that start with a kind of a pickup note, you know. And if that means they don't start dead on the beat, because I think sometimes things swing more when they don't start and end exactly on the beats, you know. So you end up with rather than just, which, you know, it's personal preference. But that's an E minor. You can think of this as, you know, an A9, be A11 with that note as well. But I'm thinking E minor 7. Now this here is the third of A7. So I'm kind of thinking we've switched over to an A7 from that note. Now the picking wise, you can, there's a couple of ways of doing it. I probably most of the time I would slide like that. Just play that note once. But you could start with an up down, because that would land you on the next string in the right place. So it's up to you how you like that. I like slides and pull-offs and slurs and all that. I really like that in my playing. I think it adds kind of more accents to your playing and phrases. You can use pull-offs and stuff like that because they have less force behind the note. They're naturally quieter, so then your notes have a bit more ups and downs to them rather than just being kind of machine gun like. But it all depends on, you know, how you want to sound. So the same thing goes on the G string there. You can pick all of those notes. I'm not sure what I do really, but sometimes I would be tempted to go pull that off. So it's kind of, I'm not sure which one I prefer really. I like them both, but I guess it depends what mood I'm in. So yeah. But the next part, I'm thinking this is A7. So you've got the third of A7, the fifth of A7, the seventh of A7, the 9 of A7, so A9, just A dominant I think of. And this is, you know, 9, flat 9, back to the root. Now the key to this part of the line is the picking. So you want to be down, 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 and then this note wants to be an up. If you keep that as an up, then you've got down and then up, and that means your last note on the top string is an up stroke, which means you land on the B string with a downstroke. It's tempting to play this line with a down beat there, because the accent is, you're on the beat at that point. And at slower tempos you might like to play it like that, but when you're playing these kind of triplet runs, often you want to you want the picking to be as easy as possible, so you want to avoid string skipping where possible. Sometimes you have to do string skipping, so you have to just practice that, but if you can avoid it, then it'll make the line much easier to play. Okay, and then all of this I'm thinking kind of A7. The first part, the chromatic part, is just going from the 7 down to the 5th, and it's really common to link all those notes chromatically. Then after that, this next few notes, I'm thinking of this as being in the diminished scale, which would be the A half hold. notes well over an A7. So you end up with a kind of a third, a sharp 9 or a flat third, although it's technically be a sharp 9 if it's an A7, although the note's the same. Flat 9, root 7, 6 or 13, and then the 5th. So all of that is just descending the half whole scale. And then the last bit, those two notes are both in the half whole scale, but at that point I'm really thinking I want to land here and I want to land on a strong beat. So I go round the note and then I land in the right place at the right time of the beat, right time of the bar, which is on the down stroke, you know. Often with these types of runs, landing in the right place at the end is a case of having a few options open. For example, if you need a few more notes, you could go, you know, or if you're in the right place in the bar to land, say this is an upstroke, upbeat, then you land that way. Or so a lot of these kind of this style of run, you use these little enclosures, these little kind of chromatic sometimes and scalic enclosures in order to get to that last note at the right time, you know. That's just part of this style of line. So anyway, hopefully that covers everything, and let us know if you have any questions, and good luck with it. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.